Welcome aboard Dead Rail Trains. Ryan from the Train Board YouTube channel. Train Board YouTube channel is a great channel. I really enjoy them. They make great videos. I love their live streams. Anyway, Ryan from that channel had contacted me. He had seen my Back to the Future videos and asked if I could show how I made my Back to the Future train set. So, sure, here we go. Okay, this is the engine. And when I lived on Long Island, I was a member of the Train Masters of Babylon Train Club. And we used to get donations. And one time in one of the donations was the James Gang Lionel train set. And it wasn't very common. It was absolutely worthless. It was a DC set. The engine didn't have a rectifier or any unit. You just had to run it on DC. It wasn't painted. It was just red plastic. So I saw it and I knew exactly what I wanted to do with it. I was like, I'm going to take this thing and make it into the Back to the Future train. So this is it. Yes, I am aware that this is not the engine from the movie. So please excuse the crudity of this model. This is what we got. All right. And I did mention it was free. So, all right, start with the tender. Just painted it black. It was originally just red plastic. Painted it black, filled in the lettering and the stripe with white, kind of like what the movie had. And this is the engine. I got stills from the movie and tried to paint it the colors from the movie. So it's black and gray. And what I did was I added Doc on the front. And again, I looked at stills from the movie, and Doc started out as a woman with a purse and a suitcase. And I cut it up and made him into a Doc. So there you can see him on the front of the train. And then what happens is Clara gets in the cab and she's yelling and waving to him. And Clara was just a character, just a woman waving. And I just repainted her based on the still from the movie. So this is the scene where she's yelling and he finally realizes that she's back there. The other thing I did was I added a Sooth smoker. Sooth, they're a weird kind of smoker. I don't even know how they work. But one thing about them is if you put too much fluid in, they don't work good. And if you don't put enough fluid in, they don't work good. You got to find that fine line. In fact, it's hard to get the fluid in. I use one of these little plastic guys so you can get it past that spike in the middle, which I think is the heater part. This engine does have the pump in it, so it does actually chuff, the smoke. It will pump the smoke and chuff. And then on the front, I just cut down this a little bit so I could get a spike in there. So for the pusher, which I'll show you. All right, now for the good part. This is the car that I got. And the car is, let me help you out, made by Vitesse. It's a 143 scale. The part number is 24014. And it is the Back to the Future Part 3 train wheel version. So it actually had train wheels on it. Unfortunately, the train wheels didn't match up with O-gauge, so they had to go. So what I did was I bought, take a look, a Lionel Hudson Pilot truck. And the part number for that was 2046-22. And I cut it in half and put it on the bottom of the car. Now, I had to modify the car to get some clearance in there to get it to fit. And then the truck just glued to the bottom of the car. It was a nice fit. And then what I did was I took the spokes and the hub from the original car and cut them up, put them on these wheels. So they look pretty good. So this is pretty much what it looked like. And it works really well. And then I added this little wooden block on the back just to hold the spike so I can have it there and push. There you can see it. And I don't have any characters inside, but that's okay. Nobody's looking that close in the inside anyway. Now, this part, if you're familiar with the General, the fixed wheels are back here, way back from the front. I run on 054 curves, so even with 054 curves, this hangs over a lot when it's going around a curve. So if you put anything shorter than this, it kind of wants to push the car off the track. So yeah, no, I get it. It's not exactly like the movie. I may put some tires on here or something just to make it look a little better, but this does really well. So that's pretty much it. If you have any other questions, leave them in the comments. I would have a video running it around, but don't really need it right now because you just go back and look at one of the other videos in the channel. I think I ran it in my outdoor layout. I ran it on the club layout. I ran it at New Jersey High Railers. So you can see it running around plenty. All right. Thanks for watching and have fun. Take care. Bye-bye.